Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
How often do y'all be out? I seen y'all out here quite a few times.
About the land?
Yeah. We right now, I think we was over here last Saturday.
So do y'all have sessions like?
We got now as far as physical schools, we got one in Concord.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a school in Concord right now with COVID-19.
Right.
We're still doing well doing work.
Okay.
We are showing our people the way hard.
Right. Okay. Okay.
We got schools everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. Atlanta, Florida. Yeah, Israel United in Christ. Israel, that's your forefather. You know, remember Jacob, Abraham, Isaac,
Correct.
Jacob.
Right.
Jacob changed his name to Israel. He had 12 sons. Those sons was given covenant from God. They were God's chosen gifts. It was God's chosen. They let the God's chosen.
Right.
7 and 6. Yeah, 7 and 6. I'm about to show you who Israel is, all right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So this is talking to the people of Israel. Give me one. I'm gonna let you know who is talking about. It says, thou art a holy people to God, right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So he was speaking to the whole nation of Israel.
Right.
These people,
which is
the 12
tribes.
Right.
Correct.
All right, so go back to 7 and 6. Okay, 7 and 6.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He has what?
Chosen thee.
So Moses let the children of Israel know that you are a chosen people, and that God, the creator of all things, was the man who chose you.
Right.
We were chosen by the creator.
Right.
All right? That makes you feel read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special.
So we are special. We are divided. We are separate from everybody else. When you look at the Israelites all over, you can tell just by looking at them, they are different from everybody else. When you look at sports, education, anything, we separate ourselves in our physical stature and in our intellectual. It doesn't matter. We look at those kids, graduate from school, college, and all that. Those people are different. We are separate. We are special.
Hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Unto God himself. He chose us only from him. We are not to be dealing with any other God, any other idols, only this body, the God of that body. All right?
Above all people.
So we're so special that he set us above all people. So there's no equality. I know this right now they're trying to push that, but even in today you see there's no equality. They might say it, but it's not. There's always going to be a ruling class and a servant class. Right? The Bible explains it agrees with that. But God's order is Israel to be the ruling class. Your people, your ancestors, your brothers and sisters, we are supposed to rule the earth. And he says above all people, meaning so not only are we ruling the earth, we're ruling everybody that's on it too. That's our rightful place. That's in the Bible. All right, but we're not. But what happened? Right? That's the next question. Why? Because I'll go back to the Native Americans. They had this land all to themselves. Why aren't they ruling like it's supposed to?
Right.
Why don't they have? Why can't they have their own? It was over by itself.
Government.
They had their own government. Why is that?
You're right.
Let's go to
Why is that? Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The book of Deuteronomy. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Because the Indians are not ruling anything, right?
They're not.
You know, Negroes, Haitians, even the Haitians over here, they have their own country, but they're not. You go over, it's so
Right.
They can't. It's not the rule. Why? Because the other races, like that, take all their resources.
Right.
To the point where, when I remember I was reading a documentary, they said that, this is talking about Haitians, which are our brothers.
Right.
They said that they actually wanted few people that actually got liberated. They
Fought for
their freedom. They actually got it, right?
Right.
This is what happened. The French made them pay them back for their freedom. They had to pay for their freedom. And to the point where they had to pay, now they had to fight decades of debt. It was a ridiculous amount of money where they had to pay back for their freedom, bro. That's not being free. That's not being according to this Bible, right? So I'm gonna let you know what happened there.
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Remember, this is Moses still talking to the nation of Israel, right?
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The voice of the Lord thy God. Let's talk about this Bible. Anything you need, anything you want to know about God, you find out from this Bible. How he thinks, what he wants, what he loves, what he hates. Find in this Bible. This is God's voice. You agree? All right. So he said, if you don't hearken, meaning if you don't listen to this Bible, read.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
That justifies it. To do all his commandments. His commandments is in this Bible. If you don't do those commandments, read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
Stop. It says all these curses. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a bad thing.
That's a bad thing, right?
So explain the curse. Hey, I'm gonna go. Explain the curse.
This is verse. I'm gonna give you one verse. All right. Read it.
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it says all these curses. So it's a lot of curses. I'm gonna give you one particular. All right. This is one. All right. Give me 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse
Because
48.
this happened to all 12 tribes. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Stop. So one of the curses is going to be you're going to serve your enemy. All right. The nation of Israel had to serve their enemy. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Which God sent on them. Read.
In hunger and in thirst.
Stop. So now you have to serve your enemy for hunger and thirst. The last thing you drunk today was what? What you got right there?
No, this is
Okay, last thing you drunk.
water.
Water from where? What brand?
Deer Park.
Deer Park. Who owns that? The natives own that?
No. That's a white owner.
Okay,
That's ain't no guarantee.
Okay, what about the Sonic? The Native Americans who own that?
Nope.
What about the Negroes?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? So that's you having to serve. You have to work. You have to work to get water.
Right.
You have to serve your enemy. The same people that put you in slavery, the same people that took your land and put you in reservations, put you in ghettos. You got to serve them for water. That's one of the curses that we still living.
Right.
Still doing that
See,
today.
that's something that me and the other brother talked about at work.
Right.
How
But
we
it's more though. It's more. It says water, food. Same thing with food. Anything you eat, it comes from what? It don't come from. We don't own any farm. We don't own any animals. We don't own any land. Who do? The white man.
Right.
The man who put us in slavery.
Right.
He owns these things. So we got to serve him to get our food, to get our water. Water which comes from the sky, which is free. You can't even store water. It's a law. It's a law against storing water. Like you can't even come to people kind of get those big buckets kind of collect rainwater. That's illegal in some places. You can't even do that. Right? But we from top reading.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
It's a hand in nakedness. Clothes. We gotta serve our same people. Okay, some people might say, well, what about, P. Diddy and Jay-Z, all these people, I think they got their brand, they got their name on Jordan. Okay, they got their name, right? But do he own the textile and the cotton to make those shirts? Yeah, they might put his face on there. He don't own that. He don't own that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I understand.
He don't own the people that makes the cotton, makes the shoes. They just using his brand. They just using his face.
Right.
The people that you're serving is the enemy, which is who? The white man. Mm-hmm. It's all going back to who? But God calls them, even though we all know him as the white man, God calls them who? Our enemy. Because the enemy, he won't take them, he won't take your entire land and then make you pay for him to live in. A friend won't do that. The enemy will. A friend won't rape, rob, and murder. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This a deep subject. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Let me finish this one last one. It's gonna get more.
And in the want of all things.
In the want of all things. So anything you think of, university, education, religion, all these things gotta go to your enemy. Your history, right? Your identity, your culture, your nationality. Because a lot of people say, they Native American, or they Blackfoot, they Cherokee. God called you Gad. That's what God called you. He don't call you a native, he called you Gad. That's your nationality. That's your true identity. You understand what I'm saying? For real? And he meaning in the same person who you gotta serve for food, water, clothes, and all of all things. And he
shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
That same man that you gotta serve for all the things you want in life, he's gonna put a yoke of iron, meaning what? Put you in hard bondage.
Right.
That happened to that happened to our people.
Right.
That happened to our brothers and our sisters. Right, our front. The conquistadors did that, right? Yeah. They came over here, old Columbus, that devil. He came over here, he raped round Cortez, he raped round all our people. He pushed them out their own way. That's just one, bro. There's so many other curses I can run through.
Give me another one. Give me another curse.
Give me another one? Okay. Give me 48. I'm sorry, 68. Because I touched on what happened to all. This is a popular. I know you don't know this. You don't know this is just off of any slave TV show you watch. 68.
The book of
Deuteronomy. I didn't know it was in the Bible though. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So this is another thing he said, the Lord is going to bring you into Egypt. Remember, he's talking to the Israelites. Now you remember the story with Moses and the Israelites?
Right.
They came out of Egypt. They walked through what? The Red Sea, right?
Right.
Now did they ever go back?
No.
So why? Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So what's he talking about? What is Moses talking about? He said he's going to bring you into Egypt again. Because it doesn't mean the land of Egypt is talking about something else. The Bible is going to tell you what it's talking about. Not me. All right? Read that. The Bible explains itself. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Egypt is synonymous with house of bondage. You understand? When you actually look at the word Egypt, it actually means Hebrew for to bind. It's Greek. It's Greek. I'm sorry, Greek for to bind, meaning bondage.
Right.
That's what it means. So the Bible is a true book. So when you go back to Deuteronomy, read that again.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So now it says he's going to bring you into Egypt. It means he's going to bring you to what? What he mentioned in the house of what?
The house of bondage.
Right. So what's another word for bondage? Bondage. What's another word? Starts with an S. Slavery. All right. Same thing, right? So let's replace Egypt with slavery, because it means the same thing, right? Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
into slavery again
with ships.
The Lord is going to bring you, children of Israel, into slavery again with ships. What? nation of people on this earth went into slavery on ships.
That's us.
Who is us? The children of Israel. The children of Israel. That's who went on the slavery. That's when we went into slavery by a weight of ships. No people on this earth, no other people on this earth could claim it but us. Yes, it was horrific, but you just read why, because it's biblical prophecy. It had to happen. But it happened because of our disobedience of us what? Not hearkening to the Bible, not doing God's commandments.
That was a curse.
That was a curse. Remember he said at the beginning, if you don't hearken to the voice of God, this curse is going to come upon you. But one of the curses,
you still living in the curse.
So what? So you said something heavy. We still living, right? So what does that mean? We still what?
We still being disobedient.
So what's the key then, bro? What's the key? What's the key? What's the key? No, you just said it. You being disobedient. What's the key, bro? What's your name?
D.
D? My name's A. What's the key, D? You just said it. You said if we being disobedient, how you get out of that thing? How you fix it?
We're gonna have to stop being disobedient, but
meaning what? We gotta do what? We gotta be obedient, right?
Right.
To what though?
To the Bible, for one.
That's it. That's it. That's it, D. But I'm gonna give you some more. Let me finish this verse then.
This is a deep subject, and I gotta go. But this is a
finish
very
this
deep
one.
subject.
I'm gonna finish this verse and I'm gonna let you go, D.
Okay.
All right? I know. I won't stop. Now just start from the top. Just read up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
By the way, meaning the way he's explaining is the way it's gonna happen. Right?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
It meaning your homeland. None of us will see our homeland. Because when you read the Bible, your homeland, the native homeland is actually Jerusalem. The Bible tells about the quest that actually came to over here in America, but they came from Jerusalem.
That's what he says.
Our homeland is Jerusalem. Okay.
What advantage is it to
And there you shall be sold.
So it says in there. So when you get off those slave ships, in there, when you get off those slave ships, you shall be what?
Sold.
You shall be what?
Sold.
They don't say that.
Sold.
Not only does it say you're going to be on slave ships, it's also saying you're going to be what?
Sold.
Sold. Who was sold, D? What people were sold? As slaves. Read.
Unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Your enemies.
No, your friends.
Your enemies.
Your wives.
Your enemies.
Your husbands.
Your enemies.
Your best friend.
Your enemies.
The enemies. God calls them our enemies.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.